Bilal Muhammad says he's cleared to work out again. He withdrew from the 310 fight with Shavkat due to severe bone infection in his left foot. The infection caused significant swelling, required hospitalization, antibiotics, and rest. He was advised to not train for 6 weeks, and now he is cleared to resume training. He has been studying Gary and Rachmanov these last 6 weeks. I've been watching a lot of tape studying both these guys, and my official unbiased breakdown is that I break both of them. Hamzat hinting at fighting DDP in the United States next. That's the fight Hamzat wants. That's the fight DDP wants. That's the fight the UFC may want. They gotta decide whether they want that one or Strickland. Arman Tsarukyan got a personal security guard from the UFC. Because I screw up every now and then, the UFC gave me a personal security guard so that I never hit a fan again. If they're giving Tsarukyan one of those, they should definitely give Merab Dvalishvili one too. Jorge Masvidal says he'll be back in the UFC in April. Hopefully by December we got the opponent, and April I'll be on the Miami card. Leon Edwards says he's headlining the March 22nd card in London, so that rules him out as an opponent. The fighter who got disqualified for biting his opponent earlier this year and got kicked out of the UFC as well, Igor Severino, will be fighting in Octagon MMA December 29th. This is his first fight post-UFC and debut in Octagon MMA. The fighter who got bit, Andre Lima, has fought 2 fights since then and won both of them. He has no fight scheduled yet. The anti-doping agency wants his whereabouts for January, February, and March. I don't think they've tested him yet. There's no record of it. Usman, on people saying he was scared to fight, Shavkat says, I'm seeing people saying that you were scared, guys. Shut up. I'm a world champion who's defended my belt time and again. Just because you didn't get what you wanted doesn't mean I'm scared. He's not scared. He fought Hamzat on a few days' notice, so he's not scared, but he never should have even hinted that he might be part of that fight. He shouldn't have put himself in the mix because he had no intention of ever taking that fight. Bryce Mitchell in Vegas for his fight with Kron Gracie Saturday on the main card of UFC 310. He did a little link up with BJ Penn.
Well, that's a good question. I really got a feeling that the Christopher Columbus story, it's not an origin, it's just about now. We got to go to the new land, we got to find it. Hell yeah. I think you got to go to West Africa. That's right.
I love your nuts.
What?
Bro, I'm talking about the restaurant. I told you I ain't gay.
Oh, y'all nuts.
Bryson Kron Gracie being on the main card and Aljo versus Avloev being on the prelims has Aljo confused. I'm a main card fighter. The UFC is going to realize we messed up big time by not putting this on the main card. UFC don't seem to like Aljo, and they don't seem to like Mosar either, so they ended up on the prelims. The first fight on the main card, Doo Ho Choi versus Nate Landwehr, I'll go with that as fight of the night. The only thing that may stop that from happening is if it ends early. The other bonuses I'll go with is Dominic Reyes knocking out Anthony Smith and possibly Joshua Van knocking out Cody Durden.
Chinese tea.
400 years Chinese.
400 years Chinese tea.
Chinese breakfast tea.
This 400 years old.
More than 400.
Finish one.
PFL did 28 events this year. It plans to expand to 36 events next year and aims to reach 50 events by 2026. Dana White in Maine with his son and then off to St. Louis, Missouri for some meetings.
Caps out at 20, dude. My hands are about to fall off.
His hands are gonna be fucked out.
Holy shit.
Go ahead, make the left.
I'm in St. Louis. I got meetings here tomorrow. This is going to be my cold plunge tomorrow. All of this is going in here. All right, it's go time here in St. Louis, Missouri. Ice didn't melt much. It's freezing in this room too, by the way. It's colder in St. Louis, Missouri than it is in Maine. Just saw this. Got some more. Here we go.
One Championship doing a couple shows on Friday. You got one that's mostly Muay Thai in Bangkok. The other a mix of everything, including the headlining fight, which is a lightweight MMA fight for the title, Christian Lee versus Ali Beg Rasulov. Lee has a 17-4 record, Rasulov undefeated at 14-0. Karate Combat December 19th show in Miami. Tickets start at $30. Cosmo Alexander is on the card. He fought a couple years ago and won that Muay Thai fight a couple years before that and won championship. He beat Sage Northcutt badly. I stand with Cain, wood chipper for PDFs. Cain gets sentenced on January 24th. Maybe Trump will pardon Cain if he gets prison time. I would expect them to let him free with time served and probation, but I know nothing about this judge. Judge Arthur Bocanegra is widely regarded as a fair and deliberate judge with a calm and polite demeanor. Attorneys often describe him as respectful to all parties in the court, including juries, litigants, and lawyers. However, some note that he can take longer than usual to make decisions, likely due to his thorough approach. This judge did grant bail to Cain after carefully reviewing case details. He emphasized the importance of balancing public safety with the defendant's legal rights. His decisions often show a thoughtful approach, considering both the law and unique circumstances of each situation. Clarissa Shields thinks she beat Cyborg easily in boxing with only her left and right hands.
So left or right, it's not that confusing.
Mike Beltran, part of the Downey, California Christmas Parade. It says actor on his card. He's been in a couple movies. Outside of acting in real life, he was an LA County sheriff in the past and allegedly part of the Los Bandidos. Los Bandidos is an alleged deputy gang within the LA County Sheriff's Department, reportedly based at the East Los Angeles station. Members are accused of fostering a culture of violence, discrimination, favoritism, often identified by skeleton tattoos and sombreros. Allegations include excessive force, retaliation against whistleblowers, creating a hostile work environment. Lawsuits and allegations have highlighted misconduct. And one of those lawsuits was also against Mike Beltran. In 2008, Salvador Salis versus Miguel Beltran, LA County Sheriff's Department. Salis was a former inmate at the LA County Jail, and he was transferred into the jail's gang module where he was attacked and injured by 3 other inmates. And he blames Mike Beltran for this. Salis asserts that shortly after arriving in Module 4700, he spoke informally with Beltran, an officer in the Operation Safe Jail Unit, which is responsible for gathering intelligence on gang activity in the jail. Salis claims that he told Beltran that he was in trouble because he was an ex-gang member who should have been put in protective custody. They interviewed him and wanted him to become an informant. He said he didn't want to do it. They threatened to put him in the gang module, a unit that houses active gang members. Salis objected, but was nevertheless transferred to the gang module that day. 2 weeks later, Salis was assaulted by 3 inmates in the gang module. He asserts that during the beating, one of the assailants mentioned Beltran by name, stating, "Beltran was the one that gave you up, punk."